And now it's Sportsarena with ctan and the boys. And now, here's the ctan.
Oh, hope you had a good Thanksgiving break. Ate a lot of turkey. And I gained a lot of weight. Time to start losing it off. We're back. Welcome to the program. C10 here, alongside with the boys, Evan and JK47. Jake, he's back. Looking tired. Looked like you partied last night, didn't you?
I like the hair. You got the Ace Ventura thing going on.
Why?
Oh,
Thank you.
righty then.
Oh, let's get the rundown of the list today. We got give you some college football scores and updates. Let's see, the Syracuse coach getting fired. Get along into that. The NBA is back. Christmas Day, they were able to finally get agreeing with the players and the owners. Breaking news today: Jack Del Rio getting fired. Not so surprising. I don't get the fires inside the season. I feel like the people should be fired at the end of the season. But then we'll get into the NFL this week and playoff matchups coming up soon. Get to always, as we do, best and worst of the weekend. What we liked and what we didn't like. But first off, Ohio State's got a new coach. That's right, Urban Meyer. I'm not surprised by that.
I don't think anybody was surprised by it.
It was handled badly. Like he's saying, oh, I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't made any meetings with anybody yet.
And then he's hired. Like,
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen if you don't just...
That deal was locked over.
Can you imagine that? On ESPN, being in ESPN, he's trying to, hey, I want to get some of my stuff. No, Urban, come on, let's go.
Well, and then he calls off the weekend, well, that's a dead giveaway. I mean, come on, Urban. Come on, bro.
Cries more than Tebow.
No, nobody cries more than Tebow.
But I hope he doesn't get a heart attack now. Yeah, he's healthy now to compare to what he was last time he coached. But
I mean, you gotta look at it this way: is he gonna do the same stuff he did at Florida, where he coaches for like?
I think it would be easier for him to win a championship in the Big Ten than it would be the SEC.
Looking at that was, I mean, is he gonna pull the same stuff he did at Florida? Okay, I won 2 championships, but I did crappy for 2 years and I'm done after that because of health reasons.
I don't expect the first season. Second season, I expect him to win the Big Ten. Third season, when he gets all the recruits that he needs, I feel then he would get back into championship contention.
He'll recruit for his system.
Oh yeah, well this is gonna help Ohio State big time when it comes to recruitment.
And what a best time to come in, getting hurt by Michigan. Michigan winning for the first time in 7 years.
Uh-huh.
For all those people that say that the college football regular season matters, doesn't mean anything. Not last weekend, not this weekend. Alabama will be playing for a championship game. Even if LSU would lose, they would still be in the championship game.
So Alabama doesn't...
Alabama's not playing for a championship game.
But I thought they were in the East.
They're in the West with LSU and Arkansas.
Wow.
And it's 1-2.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Either way, they're locked into BCS championship.
The only thing that would happen
Alabama?
is the only thing that would happen.
They have to go to the SEC championship.
But no. Well, see, that's the thing about the BCS right now. Nobody understands. Nobody knows what's gonna happen because week by week, LSU was what when they were 1-2.
1-2.
They dropped one, which I thought they should have dropped more. Mm-hmm. Just like Oklahoma should have dropped more when they lost to Iowa State. And people are saying Oklahoma State could jump Alabama if they win.
Yeah.
But and you got UCLA dropping a goose egg against USC.
Yeah.
50-0. And they're playing in the Pac-10 championship, Pac-12 championship. If they gave up 50 points to USC, how much are they going to give to Oregon? And Rick Neuheisel getting fired. He will be fired after this game, no matter what, if they win or lose. But it just doesn't make sense. And that's how the BCS is right now. And imagine if USC got one more game with Matt Barkley. He could still be in the Heisman. Because we had a poll question yesterday. I asked, who would you pick for the Heisman? Trent Richardson, Andrew Luck, Blake, or Robert Griffin III? Who else did I had? I had Monte Ball from Wisconsin, and I have Matt Barkley. And right now, to me, Trent Richardson's looking like he's the head counter because of all of the teams that he's faced in the SEC. Andrew Luck, he had 2 times of being a big time. He was on TV prime time twice, lost to Oregon, but then he had a good game against Notre Dame, and that's what I think the voters are going to look at. But seeing the BCS, it doesn't matter. The season does not matter.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Anyone else looking at this and going, Houston?
No.
Houston?
They're playing for the CUSA. They're not gonna get. They're gonna get the same thing.
They're number 6.
They'll win. No.
They're like another Boise State.
But people are forgetting. Stanford could get a shot. They would need a lot of help though.
Yeah.
They would need Oklahoma State to lose, Bama to drop. Let's see if I can look at get the BCS records for me, Jake.
I got them.
But I mean, it just makes no sense.
If Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State, then Stanford, yeah, they're the lock.
Wait, you said if Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State?
Yeah. It's December 3rd, so that's Saturday.
I wasn't wanting a rematch between Alabama and LSU, but I mean we're gonna get it no matter what. I mean it's the SECs and that's what probably the computers are gonna look at, the conference and the schedule, the strength of their schedules.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the Big Ten, for them to actually get back in the BCS hunt, they need to look at their schedule and need to start playing bigger schools. Start playing schools in the SEC. Wisconsin was there at the beginning, but then they lost to Michigan State. They lost to who was it? Ohio State. And Michigan, they're a 10-win team and they're only 16.
Yeah, Michigan State's right in there too. I mean, they all have 2 losses, and it goes. The first Big Ten team on here is Michigan State at 13, and it's Wisconsin, Michigan, Nebraska.
And I feel you need to win your at least your division in your conference, and then win the conference championship if you're gonna play in the NCAA championship.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get into the Syracuse coach getting fired. Bernie. Now, the difference between this and Penn State played through the legal system. Now, Boeheim was all for Bernie to get fired. ESPN was on the story. They were late to the Penn State story. Now they're on this story, and they're going all in. But the problem I have here is this. ESPN said they have the tape of Bernie's wife talking to the police saying of what he did. Now, the problem I have is the mothership had it for a decade and didn't give it to the authorities. Because of this happening, were there more victims because they didn't give up the tape?
There's also a tape of his wife talking to one of the victims in 2002. That's out too.
And if Jim Boeheim gets fired, fine. I'm fine with that because it's starting to sound like a cover-up. But it needs to be more about the victims than the coach's legacy, like how they made it for Penn State.
Yeah. It's a bit ridiculous.
And if you don't give it to the authorities, at least give it to someone higher than the local papers had it. If the mothership had it for a decade, now I'm not trying to blame the stuff all on ESPN, but you gotta realize what's more important here. You gotta give that tip to the authorities, and you need to do what's right. But hopefully, Bernie serves some time for what happened. But we got a lot going on today. We got more on the show today. Gonna give some NFL and a possible Monday Night Song from the boys here. They're positive. Give me a percentage of how if that's gonna happen today.
75%.
75%.
Gotta find material.
Going up to 85. So
It's like the debut.
it'd be a debut, yeah.
Debut.
I'm getting lyrics right now as we speak.
Are we gonna have CDs after this? Are we gonna have some albums?
We could be a YouTube sensation.
Says
YouTube
oh wow. So
sensation.
what? Says why?
We could get a YouTube
So why?
sensation.
Okay.
Yeah, sensation. Sensation.
That's what will be.
Yeah, sensation. Instead of sensation.
I don't know what it means, but going on Urban Dictionary.
Poll question of the day has to do with Rick Neuheisel. Evan, can you give me the poll question of the day?
Sure can. Poll question of the day is: if you were fired, would you coach your team in the postseason game? Right now, it's an overwhelming yes with one person.
And that's how much people pay attention to the show. But we'll get more onto that. If you want to go on our show site, Facebook, Sportsarena with the ctan and the boys. You can follow us on there. Give us your thoughts, comments on anything we did. And any improvements that we need. I'm sure there's plenty. But got a lot more to get to on the show today. This is Sportsarena with the ctan.